Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to break down the Nasdaq, the S&P 500 and GBP JPY. I'm going to show you on a trade that I missed out on just because I was at my computer slightly late and I missed my entry and it flew up to my targets. So let's go to that. Currently this week I'm up 7%, so I'm not really, I'm happy with my week. I've had, it's 7-8% a month is amazing. So just to have it in the first 2 days of this week I'm very content with it. But let's just go to the charts and see what potential opportunities I was trying to take advantage of. If we go to the S&P 500, we can clearly see we are bullish, right? We've been bullish and this is not hard to know, right? It's bullish as hell. Even the daily, very bullish. Bullish. Everything's going up, so I'm looking for buys only. I'm not trying to sell against this trend, right? Then you go on the 4 hour, and on the 4 hour is where you can see a potential opportunity. So how did I recognize this level? So let's go through it. The 4 hour broke structure and became bearish, right? Look, we had this higher low here. We broke down, taking out this higher low to form a lower low, lower high, lower low. Then what happened? We shifted bullish again. This was the previous lower high which we took out to form a higher low. So when I saw this, I said, you know what? Okay, now the 4 hours gone bullish again, along with the weekly, along with the daily. So we can wait for a pullback. Now this was the pullback. Yes, it was a choppy pullback. It wasn't just the cleanest one because we had a little double tap here and then we tapped into this level 1-2 times as well. But I was in a buy position here. I got taken out at break even. But then today, this was yesterday, but today, right, what happened? We can see this support level here. When price maintained above this level, we shot up, right? When price broke below and retested, we shot down. Not only is this a nice area of support, it's also the previous lower high which was formed on the 4 hours, so it's a good structural point. So there's a lot of confluences here. Long story short, all the time frames are bullish. We're forming the pullback, nice support, previous structural point, and final thing we need is an entry confirmation. And what better than this huge doji wick? Huge wick. What does this wick mean? This wick means that sellers tried to push price beyond this support level. Sellers pushed us all the way down here, but they couldn't hold that level, and buyers were strong enough to push price back above. Imagine watching this candle live. You would have seen a huge bearish candle, thinking sellers are back in control. Then boom, buyers showed that they won the tug of war. Think of it like tug of war, and buyers won that battle. They held that level. Now that was enough for me to buy and go. But the reason I didn't is because when I checked the chart, I was eating my food. Very annoying, but it is what it is. The price was around here, and the risk to reward just did not make sense because this is a 1 to 2, right? But here would have been a 1 to 1.5. So the risk to reward didn't make sense, and yeah, exactly.